on, guys? DadDash here, and I was I'm not filming tonight because I just came out for literally like, maybe 2 hours or something like that. I just want to come out and do a few orders. But I was wanting to just do some thoughts, some random thoughts that as I was out here delivering, and I'm on an order for Outback. It's a $20.07 order. So that gives us pretty much about 50 minutes to do the order, and I literally picked it up very shortly after I got the order. So we're making a fantastic headway on the order. I was just trying to give some thoughts and perspectives on the gig economy and the things that I think somebody who's doing this, especially if you're doing it full time, what you've got to remember all the time, that the keys to success. And one of those is just being positive. Coming out, this thing it's so important that, to me, a positive mindset goes a long way. And there are those out there. There's a large body of work to suggest that the law of attraction is a real thing in terms of success and measuring success. In other words, what you think about attracts to you. So if you're thinking positive things happen. And obviously, if that is true and real, and I do believe there's validity to it, then if you're out here thinking positive about getting good orders, you're going to attract those and they're going to show up. And there's nothing, more kind of relevant to that than working inside the gig economy like we are. So I would tell you, you got to be positive. That's the first thing. The second thing is maintaining your positivity. You've also got to stay true to your processes. And in other words, like, don't allow a wait or a large wait time or something like that to get you off your game or to have you accept an order that shouldn't be accepted. I tend to sometimes do that. I've done that on occasion where I've been out and it's slow and you're pushing to make money and orders come through and you accept an order that isn't really the right order to accept, hoping that it's going to lead maybe to get something going or whatever, and instead what it does is it absolutely kills your pace. And if you've got 4 hours and you waste an hour and maybe you make 10 or 11 or 12 or $13 for that hour because you pick an order that's got a long wait and a long distance and a complicated customer, which you can't necessarily tell that right from the order screen, but it tends to be when you get a negative momentum going, negative things just tend to continue to carry. One thing you can do is stay positive. The moment something goes wrong, don't start going negative, right? As things occur and as you're experiencing things, the more negative your mindset gets, it tends to be that more negative things happen. So when you get an order like that, you got to be positive. Or if you have something going wrong within the side an order, be positive immediately. Think positive, think about a positive outcome, and focus on that. But the point is, don't allow yourself to give up your processes because they will work. And why will they work? Because if you're doing the right things and you're making the right calls and you're making the calls that have a higher probability of success, then you will be successful more than you're not successful. And that's the key to this business. And that's the key to really anything, is you need to do the things that have a probability for success, or the highest probability for success. We have no idea what that order will be, right? We have no idea what the next sequence will be. Sometimes you can take and make the best call on an order, and then things just go dead for 20 minutes, and it really doesn't matter. It's just what it is, right? But what you've got to do is you've got to stick to your guns and continue to make make the best decision possible with the information that you have. And that's what you've got to do every single time, even if it means turning down 20 orders that you don't like or that are not good or that don't meet the qualifications, because for every 20 you turn down, you have 20 more you're going to accept, right? And when those come through, they're going to come through in a big way. And I can't tell you how many times that when I've stayed true to that and never given up, that, a monster hour happens where all of a sudden I have an opportunity to stack 3 orders all going in the same flow, right? And suddenly I've made $50, in 30 minutes. And I'm like, wow, holy cow. And I had that happen last night. My son and I were out riding around together, and we got we, we got a heck of an hour, man. I mean, it really, we weren't filming. Unfortunately, I didn't document it, but I have all the orders. I have the order record. I'll probably put something together just to show it because it's just true. And that's what's got me kind of thinking this, right? Because to me, it's just so important that you've got to do the right things or do. I don't like the term right things because I don't think that's necessarily the correct way to say it. You've got to do the things that have the highest probability of success in order to be successful, and you will be successful. Our goal here is not to say we're going to have a successful day every day we're out. That is absolutely not the litmus test, and it's not realistic. But the idea is that for every day, and in my case, I grade a successful day on days I make $100 and on days I don't, and I try to do that in 4 hours or less. And there are some days I don't successfully make my 100. It's just the wrong time of day, maybe the wrong section of the market. Maybe I get out later than I wanted to. Maybe it's just a bad day, whatever. And maybe I make $65 and I realize I was out for 4 hours, I made $65, and that doesn't feel great. But at the same point, I know that if I did the right things while I was out, it was just a bad day. Because then the next day I might do the right things while I'm out, and in 3 hours I've made my 100, and then all of a sudden I've made $140, or I make an extra $25, and I do that. Now I've just made, add it to the day I had 65. Now I can add that in that day, and it all evens out and balances out at the end of the month, as long as you're making the decisions that make sense and that have a high probability of success. So this isn't like a 3-point video or a 4-point video. It's just, I just wanted to get that thought process in there to you because that's the most important thing. And for me, I'm showing you what I do, which is I try to focus on what I found is to be successful. You have to put your focus towards successful, positive things. So what I do is I try to figure out what is my success point, and $25 to $30 an hour is what I know I need. I need at least 25. So I'm hoping to be able to find orders that will clock in and move orders. And if I find an order that's clocked out at 25 right away by the app itself, I know I can make that better. Most orders I can improve, right? So my focus is on improving the orders as they're offered and hopefully improving them to the target point that I need that to be at, or what I call my divisor. And I keep that focus. That's what my focus is. I keep focused and positive, and that's what I'm moving towards, and that's what I'm thinking about. And then when I'm not doing, if I'm not on, I'm not gonna. I try to keep myself from getting down, and I'll start kind of doing some calculations or finding something to distract myself with. And before I know it, my phone's going off, and I'll start, looking at orders and seeing what's coming in. And if something comes in that makes sense, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna do it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to jump off here. That was my little rant. I just wanted to just kind of share that with you. I hope you got something from it. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to get across here. And again, I am not by any means the expert here. And I don't attest to know that I know how to do this the best. I don't. I just can tell you I've been doing this now for over a year. I'm making money. I'm meeting my goals that I need to make. And I know you can do the same too, right? And if you're out there and you're not feeling like you're meeting the goals, I want to show you what I'm doing and take a piece of that and make it your own and adopt it for yourself. Don't do what I do. Do what you do using other people's information and using people that have already been there to kind of craft a new way. Try something different, right? If what you're doing isn't working, try something different. Make an adjustment. Come back, give it a try, and then do it again. And keep doing it until you're successful. Right? You can be successful. Positive thinking and positive activity will lead to success. It is a proven formula that will happen every single time. Don't believe anybody that tells you differently. All right, guys. Anyways, I want to get off my rant there, and I'm going to focus on getting this order delivered, and I'll get back to work. In the meantime, hit that subscribe button for me. Share this video if you think this is something that somebody could get something out of who's working in the gig economy. If you liked it, hit like. And guys, I will be talking to you real soon. Another ride along will be coming out soon. And more exciting videos to show you the methods and things that I do will be coming out as well as I get them put together. All right, guys, as always, I really appreciate everybody that's subscribed, everybody that's a part of the channel, and anybody who is going to be part of the channel, I thank you too in advance. Be talking to you soon, guys. Stay positive. Keep going. Don't give up. And I'll talk to you soon.